Shortly, and we are live just about for the knife round, I believe. I'm joined by Jono today, who's joining us here at Hitbox TV, the CSGO arena, for the first time. So why don't you introduce yourself, Jono? Let the guys and gals watching know who you are and how long you're casting for.
Hello, well thanks so much for having me, first of all. Basically my name's Jono. Didn't come up with a clever gaming name, maybe it's a bit unoriginal, but that's my name, Jono. And haven't been casting that long, just I've probably done about 5 casts in my time actually, but some people might have seen me on my channel, but I've been asked to do this, really excited today. So we've got Team Titan and Team Balkan. It was going to be H2K, wasn't it? But they've had to drop out thanks to some kind of arranged. I think they're getting ready for the DreamHack Summers actually. So we've got Team Balkan replacing them. These guys were formerly known as Team Property, Swedish team, comprised mainly of aim stars, I would say. So this could be an interesting matchup if Team Balkan can step up to the occasion and test Titan a little bit. So if they've got Yukos now and start getting a bit of momentum, this could actually be an interesting game. And I for one, am very excited to be here.
Absolutely, it has the makings of a cracking best of 3. We have another one coming up after this as well, so plenty CSGO action for this evening for you guys watching. Hope you're enjoying. Feel free to follow the stream before we go live. We do have a skin giveaway coming up over the next few days. A USP Orion StatTrak factory new, worth quite a chunk of change. All you have to do is create an account on Hitbox TV and then go ahead and follow this stream to put yourself into contention, and also follow all the lovely Twitters that you'll be able to see on your overlay. Knife round was won by Team Balkan. They elected to stay on T side, so we should be just about ready to jump into the first pistol round.
Yeah, and let's talk a little bit about the map. It is slightly favoured to the CT, but not very much. It's one of those very, very even maps. So don't be surprised. Well, on average, we'd see probably 8-7, 9-6 to the CTs. But we've got to say that Titan are the clear favourites in this matchup. One of the best teams in the world on their day, and we're actually getting live here with the first pistol round. So take us away, Metas, with the first round.
Alrighty, let's see if that election to stay is going to work for Team 4Balkan. They are playing it pretty slow to start with. Going to be throwing over the smokes and looking to barrel down into A site. Unbeknownst to them though, 4 players from Titan are laid in wait. Here comes the smokes, the flashbangs, and the pushing from Team 4Balkan. MBK is the first to fall in this best of 3. And suddenly, the bomb has already gone down. This is going to be a sticky situation for Titan, who've already lost 3 players in quick succession. And now, 5v2 situation. This is looking incredibly good for Team 4Balkan. I can't see Existence and Scream pulling this one off. They've done crazy things in the past, but this may be a step too far. Scream is being aggressed on from Rope. And meanwhile, actually, Existence goes down, so it's all coming out of Scream. He gets dropped as well. And a clean sweep, perfect round from Team 4Balkan.
Amazing start for them. That's exactly what they needed to get the confidence to go toe-to-toe with one of the best teams in the world. And let me say, that was a really simple round from them. All they did was separate the A site with some smokes. That made their entrance fairly simple. And even though there were 4 members for Team Titan guarding the site, they were able to get in and flawlessly take the round. So great start from them. And look at this aggression at middle here for Titan. They're going to just stack up players, and Rogue with a good entrance already getting one. Bear in mind, this is just an anti-eco. Team Titan have invested quite heavily actually. We see some dual Berettas, some CZs, so they're looking to do a bit of damage. The Team Balkan just biding their time, taking it slowly, just feeling out the CTs here. They've already got themselves to a great start. Why throw it away with anything drastic? They're just going to take their time, and Peter's going to get 2 actually. Nice AK control from him already. NBK's over on the B site. Might get some action actually. Looks like we're going to have some terrorists pushing over towards short. And NBK is actually the last guy remaining, so can he get any frags at all? Another flawless round coming out from Team Balkan, so what a start from them.
Yeah, absolutely, not dropping a single weapon. And as you probably noticed, guys, Team 4Balkan, formerly known as Team Property, as I think you mentioned previously there, Jono, they're not all tagged up, so this is going to be quite confusing for both of us.
Yeah.
You've got Sniperino, Makalele, and Star, as I'm just going to call them. I'm not sure who is who. Peter and Roke, of course, are tagged up correctly, but regardless,
look at that
round.
Console. Player names, please, Balkan.
Please.
Nice one, admin.
Exactly, that's what we'd like to see. So we can give the players some love and they can get some recognition, because this isn't the easiest of things to be casting. Regardless, though, back into the action. Again, Titan, as you'd expect, going to go for the pistols. There's a grenade on the face from Emilio. So Smiths is going to be 6 foot under. It's going to leave Titan, again, a man down. And Team 4Balkan they haven't played particularly aggressive other than the first round, as you'd expect on pistol round. They've kind of been playing it slow and steady. Well, typically wins the race. Existence round the corner will be flashed there. MBK with a nice little CZ shot onto Makalele, so that's going to pull it back to even. And you know what? This isn't a terrible round from Titan. They could pull this one off. Peter's taking a lot of damage, but he will take the kill himself. Existence is next in line. Very nearly secures that one. Peter's just got 4 health remaining. Screaming Kenny S, who is the newest addition to this roster, are all that remains. And Jono, I don't fancy their chances. For a few seconds it looked good for Titan, but it has slipped through the cracks.
Yeah, well, the reason it looked good was Titan was set up fantastically for that. They had, I think, 3 or 4 players in the middle, and that's exactly where Team Balkan went. Makes sense because you've got the guns, you've got the range, so go to the long range kind of areas. And Titan read it really well. They set up for that fantastically, but they just couldn't get the kills. MBK got 1, so that's something from the round. But so far, we've seen some really good play from Team Balkan, picking up 3 rounds consecutively, almost flawlessly. So Titan's money is going to be pretty, well, they're going to be strapped for cash if they don't win this round. Obviously, first buy round here, both teams with guns. This is, well, everything's on the line. This is where it gets interesting. Can Titan assert their dominance once again in this buy round? Team Balkan actually going to middle once again. They're putting a lot of emphasis on mid. I will say at this point that's a very standard thing to do. Middle is a very important place on this map. If a terrorist team gets control of middle, and Existence with an early frag there with an aggressive Houghton pushing into connector. But as I was saying, yeah, middle, really important place. If CTs can lock it down, it closes so many doors for the terrorist team. So I'm sure Titan will be wanting to do that. And well, Team Balkan very spread out at the moment. I just guess they're going for a split and picks strategy, taking their time once again. A lot of slow play coming out from them. I'm not too sure like how well formed the team are. Here comes the push onto A. Meanwhile, Scream's actually going to get 1. 2 members stacked up, aggressive CT work, and Makalele's getting 1. No, second, but a good backstab from Roke. It's actually a 2 versus 1, so in favour of Titan here. It does look like it's going to be another Titan round as long as they can work with each other and take it. Roke's going to get the bomb down, however. This isn't impossible. He's going to find 2 members. They're going to get aggressive towards him now. They're going to push up together. Roke spots 1. Smith takes him down. So, first round on the board for Team Titan. And, yeah, so that's a good start considering buy rounds, guns on both sides. Titan pick up the first buy round. Important round for them. Team Balkan's momentum gets stopped.
Yeah, important round to just get rid of the momentum. And has been confirmed as well that Makalele is indeed Exum. So I'll keep that in mind. It's going to be a bit confusing at times. The rest of them have all very kindly tagged on up. Team4Balkan are going to be able to buy it back up again with Exum, of course, rocking out with the AWP. So he's got a good spawn right now for mid. So it looks like he's going to have a quick peek towards there. There's 2 players from Titan actually congregating around the window area. But he's not going to have any luck as of yet with Exum. There we go. AWP shot rings out. Does not connect any way, shape or form. Of course, Kenny S on the opposite side has an AWP firmly in his grasps as well. So, this is a pretty important round, I would have to say, from Team4Balkan, because their economy is going to start to spiral down the drain if they were to lose a couple more rounds. There's Kenny S and Scream both chiming in with kills. Emilio back onto Smith, 3v3 situation. MBK living up to his name of natural born killer. Will make short work of Emilio. And now Houghton is seeing a play around CT spawn area, so thought for a second he might be able to convert that into a kill. Unfortunately, not the case so far. Kenny S will fall. It's going to be followed by Scream. Beautiful double kill from Houghton, and that's going to be a 2 versus 1. MBK's all that remains. He does have full hit points remaining. He's got the Silence M4, so he is with a chance if he can pick up a kill soon. However, Exum with the AWP will take him down, and Team4Balkan pick up that all-important 4th round.
Oh, that's impressive from them. What I was trying to say, I lost my train of thought earlier. I was trying to say I'm not that familiar with the team. I haven't seen them play in a while. So I was interested to see like what kind of style they employ as terrorists, whether they're a strategy-based team, whether they go for split and picks. But now I've 100% got my answer. That round was so spread out for Team Balkan. They literally had a man in every corner of the map, and they were just going for the picks, and somehow it worked. Team Titan put a lot of emphasis on the middle, even be quite open, but they were able to get the picks, and yeah, it worked for them magnificently. And here we see another clean anti-eco round conversion from Team Balkan. This is very encouraging from them. What a great start, and Scream's the only man remaining. Very, very capable player, I'm sure everybody's aware. CZ in hands, let's see if he can pick up 1 or 2 to salvage something from this round. Doesn't look like it. Houghton, the star of last round, is also going to finish off the 6th, and it's 5-1. Great start, Team Balkan.
Yep, looking good for them on T side. Can now see why after winning the 9th round they elected to stay on this. And as you mentioned before, Jono, this is one of the most equal maps in terms of bias, but just does slightly hedge towards CT side. So the fact that Team Balkan have started off on a 5-1 scoreline, which could soon turn into a 6-1 because XM just obliterates Smith. There's Kenny S though, answering back with his own AWP, looking for that second. Scream's pushing up as well. Very nearly gets his man, but you can see a couple of players on Titan have been tagged up pretty heavily, one of which was Kenny S, who has been put out of his misery. NBK will return fire onto Emilio. 3v3 situation. Let's have a quick look-see at the old map there. All 3 players kind of split up. Exum and Pitt are starting to move around mid, but Rocky is still in T-spawn. He's not moving particularly fast. They do have a minute. They've got plenty time to play with, and with 2 players from Titan occupying A, B would certainly be the correct play to make here, but Jono, I don't think they're aware on how many players are stacked on A, so it looks like they may even be going for a short kind of connector prod.
Yeah, well, middle, as I said, opens many doors, so they're going to just try and feel out, see if they can get another kill and decide where to go. They are on short, I think, so B might be the sensible play here. Peters, he's very far up. You're going to get action. He actually takes down Scream, completely unaware for him. MBK sights XM. It's get taken down from short with the AWP, and once again Team Balkan run away with the round, surely, unless Existence, the in-game leader, can step up to play and clutch 1 versus 3. I don't see it happening, and I'd just like to emphasise the middle domination there from Team Balkan. Titan, they put, I think, 3 or 4 members early on in the middle, trying to kind of lock it down, stamp their foot, assert the dominance. Team Balkan, they were spread out, but they just managed to get the kills, and they made it look rather easy. This is interesting to see. Team Titan, one of the best teams in the world, they're just getting splitted and picked. As simple as that. Team Balkan, nothing elaborate, no fancy strats. They're just hitting their shots, running around, taking sites. And Team Titan are going to have to step it up pretty soon because Team Balkan's economy, the momentum, it's growing. It's growing massively, and this is scary for Team Titan. They're going to have to pick it up as we go into the 8th round. So the money is pretty bad, as we can see, for Team Titan. Probably going to see an eco. And I'd like to see maybe a stack on a site rather than going middle, because it just hasn't been working for them. They did this on Eco last time. They put 4 members up in window, trying to just take the fight to them at middle. Didn't work out. Once again, well, they're just going for an emphasis on A, but nothing too elaborate on this pistol round. Team Balkan once again, 3 members at mid, 1 at A, 1 at B. Very well, nice and split out, you know. Very simple strategies coming out, and it seems to be working for them. They're just hitting their shots. Taking it slowly as well, nothing too fast-paced. Team Titan not getting any action yet, no information for them. Kenny S is in a good position. He's going to be able to rotate quickly if he catches wind of an attack towards that B site. But Team Balkan posted up. The bomb is actually slightly towards B. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes towards mid, and just places 4 members on mid. MBK's going to get action, gets taken down by Houghton. That's short control going the way of the terrorists, and Smiths goes down as well. He's going to be able to push up here. Existence, get something back for his team, taking 1. That's a 4 versus 3. Eco versus Guns. And Ken, yes, takes 1 down with the help of his friend Scream there. Middle, now it's a 3 versus 3. This is doable for Team Titan. This would be a great round for them to pick up. Couldn't come any sooner in the half, having lost so many in a row. And with an Eco round, this would be a big round to win. And look at this, Kenny S has picked up an AWP, and Team Titan are brandishing guns all around. And Existence looks like he's backing off, and perhaps they want to save his guns. Finally, they've had a bit of luck. They've been able to scavenge some weaponry. Maybe they're going to keep it. So I think we're actually going to see 7-1.
It's looking very likely they're going to save up these weapons. And what I like about Team4Balkan is they kind of play no-nonsense CSGO, Jono. As you said, it's not elaborate.
Yeah, back to basics, yeah.
Exactly. It's not elaborate flair kind of plays. They're just like, look, we're going to be concise. We're going to be almost robotic in how efficient we are with these strats, and we're going to punish any mistakes that Titan make. And so far, they've definitely been on point with that. You can see again, though, Titan can fall by. They do have the extra income coming in after being 7-1 behind, but Team4Balkan, they are going to look to try and get themselves even further into this map on the T side already. This is a good half, you'd have to say, from their perspective.
Excellent, yeah.
So any more rounds are just a massive bonus. Kenny S again is peeking out from Connector. Existence and NBK are to his left and his right, but no info as of yet. This is a slow, steady push in from Team4Balkan. Here comes the rush. Flashes aplenty from ramp, and they are going to look to jump on top of Existence. Scream round from the side as well. Could get some nice crossfire down, but he's going to be biding his time, waiting for the opportune moment to strike. There we go. Gets a double. Awesome play from him. Triple as well before falling to Emilio. And that puts it in a 4v2 in Titan's favour. They have to convert these rounds when you're 1-7 behind. This makes all the difference. And Kenny S gets a team kill, which isn't just bad for this round, but bad for the economy going forward as well. And then he gets dropped himself. Kenny S, what were you doing? Definitely has his head in his hands right about now. You know, if Titan going to lose this round, this would be huge for Team4Balkan. It's not going to happen though. And Titan do get that second important round. Kenny S, dearie me.
It was. Well, I tell you what he was thinking. He had an angle on Apps, and he was trying to shoot the guy Apps, and he managed to shoot, I think it was Smith's feet. Shot his foot off. He ended up dying, but credit to Scream, the aim maestro for Team Titan, getting some really nice headshots. Managed to pick up 3 and secures Titan's second round, much needed as well. Team4Balkan with such a good start. I don't think anybody would have predicted this. Just lights out performance from them. I mean, they haven't had much recognition. They haven't been landing. They haven't been playing very much. Haven't even seen them play in ages. So for them to come up against one of the best teams in the world and go 7 rounds up, well, hats off to them. What a great start. But Titan finally with a round back. And now the important thing for them is they need to convert this into a consecutive round win. Otherwise, the bank is very, very unforgiving and they will be broke. Because the round loss bonus is gone. They've won a round. CSGO thinks, okay, no more bonus for you. So if they lose this round, it's going to be straight back to eco for them. And once again, we see a pretty spread out round from Team Balkan, just taking their time. Middle is the play, obviously. Once again, they want middle control. Such an important place in the map. And take note, there's 2 members up here on A, just being quiet. And we're probably going to see an A split from Connector. And it looks like we're actually going to see it now. Here it comes. Existence is the man to watch here. Can he get 1? Yes, he can. He gets 2. Great M4 work from him. Gets a 3rd. Existence coming up big for his team. He's going to be able to get another one. Kenny S finishes it off. So that's a good hold. Credit to Existence, in-game leader, coming up big. Finally, we're getting some strong CT play from Titan. And another convincing round for them.
Yeah, the interesting thing as well is what I was going to bring attention to is that NBK was slowly snaking his way through T-spawn around the back of ramp, but he just wasn't needed because Existence with that beautiful trip spray with the kills. However, I feel NBK would have been right in contention had he have faltered. Boost up into ladder room there from Titan, and you can see on the side of Team4Balkan, they're looking to push B heavily. 4 players in apps. Exum coming up from behind from T-spawn, and here we go. Here comes the rush. NBK is going to be spraying through with the flashbang. He is just about able to keep himself alive, but a beautiful double in from Team4Balkan before 2 of theirs fall to NBK's hands. That was both with 13 hit points, so miraculous play from him. He finally bites the dust, and that's going to be a 3v2, make it a 2v1. Molly comes in from screen. And now Existence with it all to do. The bomb has been planted. Existence moving in from short. Player at the back barricade area and another in apps. Can he make this happen? Answer is a resounding no. Pitter takes him down. 8-3 scoreline on T side. This is looking tasty from Team4Balkan.
Yeah, and disastrous for Team Titan. And that was a simple kind of CT thing to hold. That was a straight B apps play. It's one of the places in the maps where everybody's in a tight little space, and you know, a few good flashes and some good nades will be able to hold that off. And Titan just not performing. They just couldn't put a lockdown on that B site. And Team Balkan, you know, trying something different. Hats off to that kind of play. They've been playing very spread out, just biding their time, feeling out the map, going A, going B, going middle. But this round they tried a straight B rush, and it worked out for them. So they're having all the success so far, and Team Titan have got to be slightly worried at this point. Something's got to change. They've got to wake up, quite frankly, as an exchange happens, and it's now 4 versus 3. NBK goes down after only taking 1 in that middle. Kenny S is in connector with an AWP. And take note of what I said, he has an AWP, so that might be a big factor, but he misses a shot. Not something I'd be expecting to say tonight. Roke pushes out, gets 1. Can he get a second? No, he can't. Kenny S is going to finish it off with the help of Existence. So it's actually going forwards and backwards now, but Team Titan, I really feel, are not playing to their normal standard. Perhaps it's just a case of first map not warmed up.
Yeah, that could be true. And remember, this is a best of 3 as well, ladies and gents. There's still plenty more time, plenty more CS coming up for Titan and Team4Balkan. So maybe if Titan can get their eye in here, get into the zone, they could certainly bounce back. If they can take this into an 8-7, 9-6 kind of scoreline, I still feel they've got a pretty good chance on this map, though. So it's definitely not too far gone for them, especially as Team4Balkan have to eco this round. So you'd have to assume that Titan are going to come out good here. Smiths has just found himself plenty of players, plethora of them now just rolling themselves through. MBK and Smith high-five one another, take down 4 in quick succession. It's all down to XM. He's got absolutely no health remaining, and he will get dropped as well. NBK and Smith's going huge, although it wasn't anti-eco round, so as you'd expect. 8-5 the score.
Yeah. Solid, but something that hasn't been there, quite frankly, thus far. So maybe Titan have turned a corner. I mean, it's exactly what they did just before, and it won them the round. Team Balkan, the only difference is obviously they didn't have guns, but Team Titan making it look easy, and that's how it should be done, especially against pistols. So that's a good round for them. 5-8 is the scoreline. It's getting ever so close. Well, getting closer, sorry, is what I meant to say. And Team Balkan are gonna decide to go back to A sites, and basically just changing the sites up, taking in turns A and B, just getting success here and there. But I would say they've already had a good half. But in the big picture, let's think about it this way. It's a best of 3. Team Titan still are one of the best teams in the world. Sure, Team Balkan have got off to a great start. They've got 8 rounds. But there's nothing saying that Titan can't come back into this game and win it with a very good T side. Let's bear in mind, Existence is one of the best in-game leaders. Certainly was in Counter-Strike Source. The best in-game leader. He's a masterful tactician. I really admire him. But Emilio with a great kill onto Existence, ironically. But yeah, Team Titan are very, very capable terrorist side, so they're not out of it yet. Team Balkan. But anyway, here comes the push onto 8. Scream's going to get action. He gets 1. Going to get a second. No, he can't. Tap, tap, tap. Not quite working. Then he gets the 1 there. And Team Balkan are actually going to get control of the A site just about, thanks to some good smokes. MBK's actually got an AWP, and he's taking down 1. XM's going to reply with an AWP. Emilio's in a good place to do damage. It's a 2 versus 2. He's going to catch 1. He's going to get the second, possibly. Now 2 versus 1. Smith has got everything to do here. The bomb isn't down yet, and time is ticking away. That isn't the advantage of Smith, but he's got 2 members to find still, and he gets 1. Now it's just XM remaining. Smith goes down to him, however. Good play from XM in the end. 9-5.
Oh man, Smith's nearly pulled off a blinder of 1v2. He actually dinked him in the head there. 22 health left on XM, so that was...
Yeah, it's hotting up though. It's getting closer, more interesting.
It certainly is, yeah. 9-5 the score. Titan desperately want that 9-6 scoreline. And if they can manage to win the pistol round on T side, they're right back in this game. However, are they going to be able to pull that one off? XM with a lovely flick shot through the wall into Existence's head. That's going to be him dead, but here comes Kenny S and Scream. And they will come back with a vengeance. Look at Hooten though, he's managed to get round the back of Scream, and suddenly A site is ripe for the taking, and Smiths has just fallen as well. Going to be on NBK now. He's going to try and do what Smiths couldn't in the previous round, and that's 1v2 clutch. XM has 46 hit points remaining. Full health on both NBK and remaining Team4Balkan player. NBK very nearly getting himself taken out from that AWP. He's still somehow alive. Bomb has just been planted from XM, so advantage certainly in their favour now. Flash comes up. NBK still trying to shoot himself. Oh, I was going to say shoot himself and XM, but instead the AWP comes out. 10-5 the score at half-time. Team4Balkan are going to be super happy with that result.
Mega happy. And let me just analyse that round quickly. Team Titan, they knew that Team Balkan are having success on A ramp. They're getting in maybe slightly too easily. So they overemphasised the hold there, and they put like 3 or 4 members just looking at A ramp and apps. And they've completely left connector open. That allowed Hooten to literally walk behind them and get the frags. But let's talk about that half. Team Balkan 10-5. Fantastic start from them. Now even on CT, which might be slightly easier for them to pick up rounds even. So they're going to be feeling really great. Team Titan have a lot to do here, and this pistol round for them does mean a lot. And they're actually going to mirror Team Balkan, but slightly slower. They're going to push this A site, just waiting for the smoke to go away. And here comes the push now. They're not going to sight anybody just yet. This is going to allow them to get some good ground into the A site. Finally going to spot 1. The exchange favours CT, goes back, and now it's 3 eyes back and forth. 3 versus 2 now. CT's slightly with the advantage. The bomb will probably go down. Good nade actually on Kenny S, and that means Only Scream remaining. Very capable player with a pistol. Great headshot aim, but this is asking a lot, surely. He's got to find 3 members, and Emilio will finish it off. And Team Balkan come up big, and they win the second pistol round of the game. Well, there are only 2, and they've won them both. And they've got their 11th round on the board, and Titan have only got 5. This must spell disaster for the French team.
Well, they're going to need to steady themselves right now because it's looking grim. They're being backed against the wall. Are they going to bounce back, fight out of this situation, or are they going to go down? We're going to find out. 11-5 the scoreline. Titan, they're going to have to eco for the next round or 2. They did get the bomb down, though, so that's going to be a nice little bit of money in their back pocket. But still, there is no mistaking the fact that Team4Balkan are looking on fire here on Mirage. Second map will be Inferno, and the third will be Dust 2 if we need that. And this is actually, I believe, John, correct me if I'm wrong, it's Titan's map.
I think you're right, yeah. It's not looking good, is it?
So it's really grim from right now. Here comes Titan. No, this time they're not going to play it too slow. They're going to rush in, but there's a nice 5-7 headshot from Exum. Emilio comes in for his kill as well, and that's going to be Pitter actually falling prey to Kenny S. They've got the bomb down again, though, so this isn't terrible from Titan. Now it's a question of how much economic damage can you do to the side of Team4Balkan. And there's the answer. Kenny S comes back with another CZ kill. 3 kills in a bomb town. Honestly, Titan will take that. That was not a bad eco round at all.
Very good. Yeah, great round from them. They had 1 agenda, 1 goal, and that was to get the bomb down. They come for the shot with some really fine smokes. Basically made a wall of smokes. It's quite funny to see. They literally make a line of smokes with no gaps in them, and they literally just run all the way up to the bomb site and just plan. And look at this. As a result of that plan and the good kills in the round, they're going to buy up. And Team Balkan's money isn't great. They haven't really built up an economy yet in the second half. So this is Titan's chance to swing the pendulum back towards them, because if they pick up this round, then Team4Balkan's money will be looking pretty bad, and Titan will be looking good. So this is an important round for the French team. Thus far, all of the big rounds have gone the way of the Swedes. This is, I'm quite shocked, you know, because the Titan are such favourites in this map. They're Titan. They're one of the best teams in the world, and Team4Balkan have really impressed me thus far. And it's a 12-5. Big round for Titan. Can they pick it up?
Yeah, to throw some stats at you, 89% of CSGO lounge thought Titan would win this game. And on top of that, I believe about 70 or so % of people in the Hitbox chat also thought Titan would win the first map. So it goes to show right now, it's not going the way that was favoured. The odds aren't stacking in their favour, but here comes Scream, looking to pull this one back. As you mentioned, economic-wise, Team4Balkan would be in a bit of a sticky situation, a bit of a precarious situation if they were to lose this one. Smiths is going to get another one. There goes XM, though, and NBK suddenly not looking too good for Team4Balkan. 2v3, we've seen them clutch these rounds before, but are they going to be able to go one more times? They're going to now be planting on A, or Titan. So again, looking like this round is slipping out of Team4Balkan's grasp. They may even have half a mind here to save the weapons. So they have a couple of assault rifles, a couple of M4s going into the next round. Well, in fact, maybe not. They're flashing.
There's 2 ways of looking at that. Maybe I'll talk about that in depth after the round. In fact, they're going to save. So there's 2 ways of looking at it. The first is, they've only got 2 guns remaining out of the 3. The money isn't looking good, but they've also got a 7-round lead. Okay, and Titan's money isn't looking good if they win the round. So they're also thinking about Titan's economy as well as their own. So it might be worth the risk on occasion to just go for it, take the risk, and try and take the guns away from the other team, just so their money gets crippled. But they decide to save, so that's a reasonable decision. The money is awful, as I said, for Team Balkan now, so they're going to have 2 guns to work with. Probably get maybe a... Oh, they're going to force it up, actually. Peter's got a FAMAS in hand. Yeah, they're going to force it up. Interesting decision. So that's once again they're playing the other team's economy. They're not trying to let them get any kind of a bank. But here comes a fast push from Team Titan. They're going to push all the way into A site straight away. Scream opening up. MBK. Flawless entry for them. The bomb site is theirs. No resistance. Nobody going down. Newton's got a FAMAS in hand. A CT ramp. He will get dropped by a crisp AK headshot that Scream is so famous for. Rook is in a tough position. 1 versus 5. Gets 1. That's all he's going to be able to do. He's going to try and salvage the best out of a bad situation. Try and run away with the gun. Scream mercilessly is going to take him down. So Titan are maybe have got their foot in the door a little bit. But let's see if they're going to be able to convert this anti-eco round smoothly. Build a bit of a bank. And then start getting momentum again.
They have to start preying down on these eco rounds, see if they can be the eco-bashing team from Titan. 12-7 behind, you'd assume, if things go as they've been the last couple rounds. It's going to be 12-8 very shortly. And they are going to go for that A plant again. So they're seeing this as a potential weakness. Existence and NBK will shut down Emilio and Houghton, who are rushing down ramp, trying to make something out of nothing with this eco round. Scream gets his double, and that's going to be all on Scream again, who actually gets his triple at the end. Nice work from him. Anti-eco round coming out well for Titan. And this is going to be another eco, I think, from Team4Balkan. Yeah.
Possibly. Thinking about the long game, they could easily buy on that, but they're thinking about round difference here now. They're thinking about, okay, we want good equipment. Maybe they're thinking about getting a Scar 20 for maybe for A ramp or B apps. You know, those kind of guns can make a big difference, and obviously they cost a lot of money. So I like that decision from Team Balkan. They've got a 4-point cushion at the moment, so why rush? You know, save up, get some real guns. But Titan slowly clawing their way back into it. A very good anti-eco round, and I will say that Scream has warmed up. That is a scary thought for anybody playing against Team Titan. Scream is just a beast when he gets warmed up with his aim. Those tap headshots coming in, and so yeah, we are seeing another anti-eco round. Emphasis on this middle. They're actually going to spot Kenny S in the middle, I think. Oh, look at this. They're actually walking over to this B site, rolling the dice and leaving A completely exposed here. And Scream is flashing onto this shot, which might indicate they're going to push towards it. This could actually pay off in spades for the Swedish team. Kenny S is going to go up and towards that, see if he can get any information. Oh, look at this. Team Titan are going to push into this B site. Well, it looks like it. We're going to have to wait and see. This could be such a ingenious decision from Team Balkan, but Scream and Smith starting off well. Peter's going to get one in return. Ken Yes with another. Can Houghton get another for his team? Yes, he can. Finally, I thought he wasn't going to be able to do that now. 2-on-2. What can make it go around from Team Balkan so far? Guns in hand pretty much for both teams. And Existence going to spray down route through a box. And now Houghton with an AWP in hand. Let's bear that in mind. 1 versus 2. A lot of work to do. Existence on low health. MBK gets spotted on short. The side Existence gets spotted. Houghton's well, pretty much locked in. Existence going to finish him off, but you know, I'm clapping my hands to Team Balkan. They took a risk on the eco round. They rolled the dice. That stack B worked really well for them, and now Titan's economy. Well, it took a bit of a bashing, but it's still pretty big. Looking pretty good for Titan in this second round so far.
Yeah, nice eco round from Team4Balkan. All things considered, they still have that 3-point cushion. And they are going to be full buying, as we mentioned before. 4 M4s and the 1 AWP, as they will actually be putting a bit of emphasis on towards B. 2 players currently stacking this one. You can see that Titan is split off, but the majority of them are on the B side of the map, with the stream going back to T-Spawn. Kenny S is now going to peek mid. Needs to be careful, though, because XM is in the window with an AWP. There is the first kill for Team4Balkan, so Smith is going to find himself taken out. Nice AWP shot from XM as well, so already this round is looking good for the Swedes. Going to be peeking again. There was another player around that corner. It's going to be Scream. So XM is really just balancing this one on a razor's edge. MBK comes back, does get a kill for his team, but they still find themselves a player down. So Team4Balkan, how are you going to split out and try and lock these sites down? XM coming around from CT spawn side with the AWP is going to join Emilio on A, and they have Houghton and Rook on their B site as well. So they have everything locked down. They have no eyes on mid, but as long as they play deep, they're probably not going to care a great deal. Emilio needs to be careful. He's pushing into ramp. There's 2 players there. Gets the first, looking for a second. He won't be able to pick it up on this occasion. A screen comes out, but XM has that information now. Back to a 2-on-2, 2-on-1. It's all on Scream. He has the bomb planted. He gets the smoke and the flash down. The bomb is going to come down right now as well. And he's now going to be in a really scary position. Has to fend off 2 players. He thinks one of them is around connector or jungle. Unbeknownst to him, they're both stacking CT spawn side. Now going to be pushing out. Very nearly gets his first kill. There we go. Can he go huge? No, he can't. XM is there, and he will be shutting down Screen and Titan in this round. That could prove to be huge.
Definitely swinging it straight back to Team Balkan after the 2 eco rounds. Big round for them. Titan is starting to build up a lot of momentum, actually. And let me say, Team Titan, what they did that round was kind of went back to basics. They didn't seem like they had an agenda. They just went quite aimlessly towards B and middle, went for the picks. And we saw what happened in the first half when it was just split and pick versus split and pick. Team Balkan came out on top every single time. Team Titan opting to kind of go back to basics and use that strategy against Team Balkan. Didn't work out. Titan, in my opinion, really need to stick to their set strats because that's their strength as terrorists. And against a team like Team4Balkan, it just seems to not work. And we got some CT aggression out middle, actually. A good exchange favouring Team Titan. The aggression not working out for Team4Balkan. That's the first time they've done something like that. Maybe the last as well. Didn't really work out for them. And the bomb's going to come towards this B site now. There's only one member on A, so this could be the wrong site for Team Titan. Rook is in the position here to do damage. I don't think they're aware of him. He hasn't made sound. He's just walking. Smith's going to spot one shot. Takes him down. Houghton opens the sight, but not fully. He's not aware of Rook. Not yet. Can he get one? No, he can't. Smith's going to take him down. Rock's not even going to get one there. XM is going to be the last man remaining. Can he do any damage? He's going to headshot MBK. That's a lot of damage. That's like 400 in the console, but Kenny S is going to finish him off. And Titan pick up another round. Team4Balkan's aggression not working out. They gambled. To my mind, it wasn't necessary, and that didn't pay off for them. And look at the money.
Yep, this has eco written all over it. Just XM with enough money to really get a full buy up here. So they are going to be ecoing and looking to just dig themselves in, because this is now getting to that scary situation for Team4Balkan. They are going to look to push through ramp, trying to get a kill on MBK. Actually gets caught on the wall, throwing the grenade over. Here comes the cleanup. Gets one, gets two, gets three, almost. Oh, he's has to pull out the block instead. Finally gets his third before falling to Emilio, who will meet the grenade in the face from Good Guy Scream.
That shouldn't have happened. MBK should not have got a 3 then. Come on. Crazy, you know, frantically pushing in with pistols. Everybody's clicking as frantically as they can, and MBK somehow gets away with 3 there. But well, I like it though. I like the fact that they're trying new things. They're trying to, you know, not playing it standard. They've got pistols, so why not take a gamble? But they've already tried the A push once before and it didn't work out. So maybe a middle aggression or B aggression next time for them. But as you touched upon, this is getting slightly worrying for the Swedish team. It's 10-13 now, and that is getting close. Remember, it looked like it was all Sweden. The flags were out, you know, everything was going for the Swedish team. It was, I think it was 10-5 on the less favoured side for them. And now Titan have come right back into the mix. Now it's 11-13. The money does look okay for Team4Balkan. They're going to be able to buy probably. Yeah, guns coming out. So Team Titan's money as well. They've got such a bank built up at the moment. They can lose several rounds and still be okay to buy. So Team4Balkan need to start winning rounds. Otherwise, Titan, I can see them coming back and winning this one.
It's definitely not out of the realms of possibility, and we did call this previously that as long as they got it relatively close in half time, they always had that glimmer of hope, and they did seem to be warming up. Scream is now definitely getting into the zone. You can see MBK on 20, he has dropped a 20 bomb on 21 kills, so the two of them are starting to make short work of opposition. Houghton finds himself flashed a couple of times. There are 4 players from Titan situated around short or connector. So again, we talk about that mid control, and they have mid dominance so far. And to be fair to Titan, they have for the majority of the rounds on T side as well. So there's Smith's going, he's going to pick up the first one. Houghton needs to be super careful because he's already been tagged up pretty heavily. 38 HP left. Kenny S rains down with an AWP as well. So Team4Balkan just full board up, and instantly are 2 players down. There's XM, does have the M4. Can he be the saving grace of Team4Balkan? Again, though, this A site is ripe for the taking, and Kenny S is going to be planting it down, so all of the pressure is going to be on Team4Balkan to try and retake this one. To be fair, I think they're just going to sit in on B, try and get some exit frags, and save the M4s going into the next round. Yeah,
definitely a wise decision, considering money, considering how close it's getting. That kind of thing, that's all going, you know, through their minds at the moment. Titan, they're going to have 12-13 now, and they are a team that, well, I wouldn't like to play against them even if I was professional. And once they've got momentum, once they're warmed up, I'm not even surprised that they've come back into this. But, I mean, the first half looks so promising, didn't it, for Team4Balkan. Titan, though, they've just warmed up, they've woken up, and they're right back in it. It's 12-13. Big round for Team4Balkan. They've just saved some guns. Only 2 in the end. One of their 3 did go down. The money's looking really bad, and Titan are on the verge of, well, evening out the scores to 13-13, and that means only 3 more rounds to victory for both teams. But at the moment, it definitely looks more like it's going to be Titan, doesn't it?
Oh, it definitely does. No doubts about it. You can see almost a force buy coming up. Sorry, not a force buy, they were save weapons from last time. I was going to say a force buy coming up because Team4Balkan are probably going to be kind of nervy right now. That point still stands because they've just been really up against it. They've been under the cosh the good last 5 or 6 rounds right now. Fair enough, they may have picked up 1 or 2 in the process, but they've always been close. Whereas the first half, they were kind of nailing rounds. They were getting almost perfect rounds, flawless ones where they didn't lose any players. And already they've lost 2, make that 3 actually. Ruby comes back with a kill of his own, but now it's all down to Hooten. He's in a 1v4. Where is he currently residing? That is in Connector. He's making a bunch of noise, does get the first kill, but he's been tagged from the backside from short. And that's going to be B completely open right now for Titan. And you can see the bomb planter of Kenny S is slowly but surely snaking his way around the back through apps to plant that bomb. So, what do you think, Jono? Do you save the AK here or do you go for broke?
Go for it, because it's it's getting to that point where it's really close. Like, they're going to desperately need rounds. And the fact they've saved anyway means that he'll be able to rebuy. But it comes down to the individual. If he's feeling confident, he's going to go for it. And if he's not, if he doesn't feel like he's going to get it, then why bother? So I think he's actually going to back off here and save the AK. Obviously, you can't buy AKs as CTs. I'm sure everybody knows that. But he's going to save. Maybe he prefers AKs and he just doesn't want to risk losing it. But that means it's going to be 13-13. And this is, well, it's definitely delivered. I was worried that Titan would run away with it. When I saw that this team had replaced H2K, I was thinking, oh, it's going to be so one-sided. But Team4Balkan have really impressed me, and let's not take that away from them, even if they lose this first map. Titan, they seem to have just woken up. Team4Balkan have woken up the beast, and Titan have, well, they've clawed their way right back into it. 13-13 now. Both teams are going to buy, so this really is an important round. Probably the most important round in the whole game in deciding who's going to be the winner here. Because if Team4Balkan lose, they're going to be back onto the street. They're going to be homeless. They're going to be broke. They're not going to have any money at all. XM has an AWP, so that might be a factor here. MBK's going to get some aggression. That's an early trade going the way of Team Titan there. That's really not what they wanted. But Emilio is able to revenge his teammate. 4 versus 4. Get my words out there. And that will favour the terrorist side. And Kenny S is definitely going to seal the favouritism for them. It's going to get another kill. 3 versus 4 now. The CTs are pushing haphazardly where they don't need to. And that's just that you can tell they're getting a bit desperate. One person pushing up mid all the way without any support, without any backup. It's not needed, and he just gives away a frag there. When they did the early exchange in apps, that was planned because 2 of them did it together. That was sensible. You could see a bit of logic in it. But, somebody running up mid like that, you can kind of sense that Team4Balkan are getting a bit edgy here, getting a bit on the edge, getting a bit nervous. But a good flash is going to allow Amelia to take down the bomb, no less. And that's going to signal his teammates to rotate straight away. You can see the blue dots there moving to the bottom, to the A side. Big red flashing thing, that's the bomb. They've got to just cover it now, and this could be a round win for Team4Balkan, and a much needed one as well, Metas.
Yeah, absolutely. As you called at the beginning of this round, this was make or break, go big or go home. And right now, Titan coming back in again. Kenny S has definitely stepped up since that team kill that he landed previously. And now it's down to the tag team duos. Existence pushing in, we'll get the kill, and there's Kenny S with the CZ, 14-13. And as you mentioned, they are going to be broke right now on Team4Balkan. They got 8.4k.
Oh, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. I thought it'd be worse. But let's just say that I'm calling this round as the last round. If they lose this, game over. Look at the money now.
Don't have full nades though. That's the problem.
That's true. Yeah, they've got armor. Peter doesn't have helmet. But the fact is, Team Titan are on 14, and yeah, not full nades and not fully equipped. It's not looking good.
Certainly not. Well, let's see if Titan can make the most of that one. Team4Balkan probably going to have their heads down a tiny bit right now, because at one stage they were 12-5 up, if you can believe that. And since then, it's been all Titan's way. So, Existence in the tunnels, going to be snaking his way across. Again, Titan are trying to poke and prod and play this game of mental chess with Team4Balkan, keeping them guessing all the time, trying to maneuver them into positions where Titan are most comfortable. And Existence could get himself caught out here. There was a player in the smoke. That was Pitta, and very nearly actually got picked up for his troubles. And that, the aforementioned Pitta will be falling prey to Kenny S's AWP. So,
crazy shot.
He had the potential to go big there, Jono, but unfortunately he didn't quite grasp it.
Yeah, Kenny S happened. You see him, he jumped up, span around 180 and got him. So it's just unfortunate. MEK is going to actually sight one. He might be able to get the kill. In fact, it's going the way of the CTs. Straight back into a 4 versus 4 now. The bomb is actually going towards this B site. MBK's just been a nuisance on the A site, trying to keep as many players as he can over there. And Huton's going to pull it back. So Brooks going to get 2, actually. Great M4 work from him. Really nice spray at last. But look at this. Existence is behind him. What's he going to do? Can he really make the most of this? He's going to get one. Can he get a second? It doesn't actually look like it. It's going to be picked off. Maybe should have waited, but actually the clock was against him there. So, 14-14. At last, Team Balkan pick up a CT round. Titans' money is fine. They're going to be able to buy. But, you know, from my point of view, it's getting hot. 14-all, that's exactly what we wanted. Are we going to see overtime? Are we going to see Titan come back from 12-5? Or are we going to see Team Balkan win it after that scare? You know, they lost so many rounds in a row, but are they actually going to claw back the victory here? Let's find out in this penultimate round.
Yeah. I've seen some crazy overtimes, Jono, in the past. We had Fnatic and Mouse with a double overtime, so it wouldn't surprise me in the CSGO Arena Championships if we did land another overtime. And the thing is that with Team4Balkan, they have somewhat stabilised after that last round. It was looking pretty bad for them, but then they managed to bounce back in the best possible way. So for me, it's all going to depend on who makes that first misstep, because Kenny S pulled off a blinder of a shot on the previous round that maybe he shouldn't have done. And even still, Team4Balkan picked up that round. Again, Pitt is in a very similar position, just hanging outside of the connector. 3 players from Titan in mid, 2 of which are on short. And you can see all the gunfire coming across. Hooten picks up the first, though, onto Scream. And that could prove to be absolutely critical for this round, and indeed this map as well. Kenny S, however, is going to step up to the plate once again. These last few rounds, he's definitely been on fire. Existence, though, comes round as Kenny S picks up a second kill of the round. Can Kenny S chime in with any more? Connect the dots, convert them into a round lead now for Titan when it really counts at 14-14. Emilio says, no, sit down. I want to bring this back for my team before being shut down from Existence. MBK chimes in. It's all on road. He's in a 1v3, and he will get dropped as well from Existence. 15-14 is the scoreline. And look at that economy. Oh, dear.
Oh, God. God, it's not looking good for the Swedes, is it? Let me point out as well, I like this strategy from Titan. Basically, they set up so they were going to go A. That was always the plan, but they made it look like a short play. And they got control of middle once again. Middle has been, it's pretty much in the palm of their hands, hasn't it? For both terrorist teams, in fact, in this game. So Titan really taking advantage of passive CT play at middle, right? And then they kind of made noise on short, kind of draw their attention to there. And then actually eventually made their way up to connector, and the vital player for the CTs was Houghton in that short window room. He was proven to be a nuisance, but Kenny S, with a really lovely shot, was able to take him down. But here we go, guys. Is it going to be overtime, or is it going to be Titans 16-14 coming back and winning it? Rogue's going to get a really good kill. That's bringing it to a 4 versus 5, actually. He didn't have a gun as well, so that's a great start for him. He's going to get an AK, and he's going to probably get action, because the bomb does look like it's going to go towards the B site through underpass. I think they're actually going to go up towards apps. Quite possibly. Kenny S has got a good position to do damage here. He's going to spot one. He's going to take him down, actually. That's XM going down. One of the guns as well going down. 4 versus 4. Now this might favour Titan, but Rogue's going to take down Existence. Kenny S straight away answers back. 3 versus 3. The bomb site is pretty much theirs now. It's going to be a retake situation for Team4Balkan. Can they hold on to it and put us into overtime? Let's see. Scream's going to plant the bomb here. No nades on Team4Balkan. They're just going to have to go out and kill them. Kenny S takes down Houghton. That is not good for them. And now 2 plays 3. Kenny S is just proving to be too strong in this round with the AWP. He's got the range. And Peter's going to spot one at bench, but Scream's going to headshot him. Emilio now last man. Surely you can't do it 1 versus 3. This would be incredible. It gets the first. MK goes down, but yeah. Scream finishes him off, and Titan come back from, well, they were 7 rounds down, and just with a really, really strong terrorist side. And I called it. I said this could happen, but I didn't actually, I didn't think it would. Team4Balkan looked really strong, but Titan, well, seemingly against the odds, they came back and won this game. So that was D Mirage going in the way of the French.
Yeah, now that would have been a bit of a scary one for them, because it was their map, and losing 16-14, Team4Balkan